You want to own a rental property? My name is Garret Wong, owner of Upper Edge Property Management. Today, we're going to be discussing how to talk a tenant through a maintenance emergency. Hopefully you enjoyed last week's episode on midnight maintenance emergencies. Today I'm going to continue this theme and talk about what you can do to minimize after-hours costs and mitigate property damage during an emergency. This comes down to knowing your property and having a working knowledge of maintenance. If you're like most landlords, you started out with a single property and renovated it through sweat equity. Or maybe you hired a contractor, extensively managed that process, and are very familiar with the property and its core systems. Either way, I'm assuming you know your rental property fairly well. When a tenant calls with an emergency, instead of calling your contractor to attend, assess the situation first. Is it truly an emergency? Can the tenant wait until the morning hours for someone to attend? Are they in danger? Is the home in danger of further damage? You can only find out this information by speaking to your tenant and asking effective questions. If it's a no heat situation, what is the temperature outside? Will it go below freezing? What is the temperature in the home? What do you think the temperature will be in 4 to 5 hours during regular business hours? My point? Don't call out an emergency contractor and pay double time if you don't need to. Is there a water leak? Can you direct the tenant to shut off that plumbing fixture? Can they shut off the water to the entire home since they're sleeping anyways and it's the middle of the night? Is the pilot light out on the furnace? Could you call your local gas company and have them attend to relight the pilot light for free? Is the hot water tank leaking? Can you have the tenant shut off the supply to the hot water tank? Is the tenant complaining a certain light or plug isn't working? Can you walk them through the process of resetting the breaker, preventing you from having to send an electrician? Is the power out in the entire house? Is the water not working? Perhaps you can then call the hydro company or the water company and see if there's an outage in the area, and then call back your tenant and let them know there's nothing you can do, but wait for the service to be restored. At the very least, asking these types of questions can give you a great deal of information that you can pass along to your contractor when they finally attend the situation. And that will do it for this episode. Join us next week where I'm going to be discussing the ins and outs of sublets. Thanks for watching.